Cool, guys. So, my takeaway today is to selflessly serve others. And I must say, the past few takeaways I've done, like when I really read it and go through it, like we come to mind, like I'm really impressed with us actually, because I feel like a lot of what I'm saying is so relatable because we're actually doing it already. And this is a nine. So selflessly serving others. So the takeaway is give to the greater good. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your contributions to the greater world. To achieve wholeness, you should practice daily acts of kindness, give generously, and focus on your relationship with others, which is what I was saying. It's like we're doing now. We're focusing on adding the value to each one of our members. In turn, we are contributing to the greater good by adding the value to each individual. Focus on us. And it was nice to read that because I could relate it to us and say, yes, we are focusing on this.
Who's going next? Go for it, coach. Go for it, coach. Mine is very similar to what Kelly just said. I've also chosen this one because relatable, and I feel like this is currently what we're doing. So still, I'm gonna go through law number 12 of the 21 laws of leadership. Law number 12 says the law of empowerment. Only secure leaders give power to others. And why I feel like this one is ours is because that alone says enough, and it's relatable to each and every one of us that is here, because we kind of giving back to others. We're always empowering other people, and great example is this podcast. The reason that we want to do this is so that people remain positive, so that we can empower and obviously empower people so that they have the knowledge to stay positive, they have the knowledge to keep motivated, they have the knowledge to keep growing and learning and moving forward. So that is something really good that I thought that really is part of who we are as a company. And then just this small thing that I wanted to read. What we need for leaders are men of heart who are so helpful that they in effect do away with the need for their own jobs. But leaders like that are never out of a job, never out of never out of followers. Strange as it sounds, great leaders gain authority by giving it away. So for us, in a way, we always just out there. We're willing to teach, we're willing to help, we're willing to obviously commit and give everything to anybody, no matter the consequences on us. As long as we're giving value to another person's life, we kind of satisfied with doing that. Yeah.
Powerful. Cool. My takeaway, just from the book, it's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be. Just a nice quote here. Don't look for the next opportunity. The one you have in hand is the one opportunity you have. So just saying here, just a quick reading. You are always waiting for the perfect brief from the perfect client. It almost never happens. You're probably working on a job or a project right now and saying this is boring. Let's just deal with it. Get it over and done with. Make the next one a good one. Whatever's on your desk right now, that is the opportunity you have. Make it the best possible one you have. It may not be great, but at least you have a satisfaction of knowing that you did your best. Possibly good. You may have learned something from it or learned something new on how to make it better. You are always free to do an alternative that just satisfies your creative standards. Good briefs don't just come along, which is true. Even if you are earned a reputation by doing good work, although that helps, successful solutions are often made by people rebelling against bad briefs. So once again to us, don't look for the next opportunity. Focus on the one on hand. That was my biggest takeaway. So with us on EFF, our biggest opportunity currently at the moment, as a team with an innovative mindset from Garth, we created this online platform. It's a great opportunity for us. We shouldn't let it go. Yes, we are looking at ways to make it better, make it perfect from an innovative mindset and not letting negative things put us down. We're still keeping the ball rolling, as Garth always says. The ball has to roll continuously. Once we get the momentum forward, it's not going to stop. So we need to, of course, come together as a team. And the main words, put in the time, the effort, the sacrifice, guys, in order to make this opportunity a success. That is my biggest takeaway for the team.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay.
I like that one.
I'll go next.
Okay.
My takeaway. Can I go next?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. So I'm still on this book, The Greatness Guide by Robin Sharma, and today's takeaway is on getting some skin in the game. So failure is a price of greatness. It is an essential ingredient for high achievement. And what I really liked about this section is this part. You can't win without leaving your safety and your comfort zone. We always have to, and I think like we can relate to this so much, because in everything we're doing right now, we are taking calculated risks, but hence calculated risks, because we have calculated it. And also the more risks we take in pursuit of achieving greatness and in pursuit of achieving our big goal and our big dream, we can't be afraid to fail. Because at the end of the day, like, we have to think about it like no risk, no reward. So that is the takeout that I took from this section. Like, if we're not willing to risk it, like, there won't be a reward. So we've got to go all in and risk it. So that was my big takeout from this section.
We can't risk.
So
What are you saying? We can't risk what?
No, I'm saying like risking just in terms of like, not doing everything we can.
Yes.
So like doing everything we can, even though there's a risk to it.
We can't risk not working hard.
And working hard, yes.
And that's going to be my takeaway today when I get back to it later. There's something I was been thinking. We can't risk the fact that we're not doing enough. We can't risk that.
Yeah.
So my takeaway is about setting goals. Just give me a second quickly.
Yeah.
So setting goals, and I thought this is it's cool that I read this for myself, because we are busy helping our members setting their goals, and also how important it is for us to set goals. So I'm going to just read something out of this book quickly, and then I'm going to give my takeaway. So the book says that goals gives us something to shoot for. They keep our efforts focused. They allow us to measure our success. So set goals that are challenging but also realistic. Goals that are clear and measurable. Goals for the short term and for the long term. So in this situation, when we put it towards what we're doing right for our members, so we ask them to set like a year goal, but we also ask them to set a month goal. So what I've been telling my members now, when we're also doing our to-do list as well, and then the part that says success of the day, and then I tell them, okay, cool, so after your day is over, look at your to-do list and write down what your success was of that day. And I explained it to them. I said that you're basically setting daily goals for yourself. And I'm telling them this because that is what I do, and that is how we use our EFF planner as well. And before working at EFF, I didn't realize how important writing down your goal is, and how important putting in that effort, putting in that work to want to achieve that goal, to get to that goal. So for me, it's just like getting me again focused, reminding me what it is that I actually want. Okay, and like God said, we can't risk not working hard enough. So for me, I can't risk not working hard enough. I can't risk not keeping quiet when I need to, or just staying focused to achieve my goal. Because then that is going to put like a delay in when and where I want to achieve my goal. I have short-term goals and I have long-term goals, but my short-term goals leads up to my long-term goals. And that is exactly how we also teach our clients as well, to not just look, the year goal, but also look at the short-term month goals that you want to achieve to lead up to the year goal. So basically a goal, which it says in the book as well, which I think is so cool, a goal is a dream, but with a deadline, which is actually so true. So yeah, that's my takeaway. Set goals that are challenging, but also obtainable.
Awesome. Brandon.
My takeaway comes from The Power of Now. Time isn't precious at all because it is an illusion. What you perceive as precious is not time, but the one thing that is... Hold up, we start over. time isn't precious at all because it is an illusion. What you perceive as precious is not time, but the one point that is out of time, the now. That is precious indeed. The more you are focused on time, past and future, the more you miss the now, the most precious thing there is. So basically, just focus on the now. That's the gist of it. Whatever is happening now, that is what you should be focusing on. That is where your efforts should be. Yeah, enough takeaway.
Yeah, it's what we're doing. It's what we're doing right now to get to where we want to be. Not risking wasting time, not risking not doing enough. While in Brandon's case, it's not risking smoking too much weed. And in sleep.
Time wasting.
Okay, got that B?
Got it.
Good takeaway. Konnichiwa. Okay, Alberto.
All right. Nico, can you please mute?
I will do that.
Okay, cool. My takeaway is I got this from an email from Pedros, and it starts like this. Coach, where are you going?
Yeah.
Now you must stay here, coach. All right. My takeaway is never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. And he says, you see, the key to success is being emotionally resilient. So my takeaway is pretty much like, okay, how are we taking decisions from now on? Do you understand? Because every decision that we take is like, it will determine our future. It's like what we're saying now. Okay, you focusing on the now towards building your future. You can't afford to relax now because you like what Garth and Amy was saying, that you can't afford not to work hard enough. To understand, and those are decisions, or those are temporary feelings that will affect, that will cause us to make temporary decisions. Like the takeaway is pretty much like, okay, become emotionally resilient. It's not something that you're born with. It's not something that you learn at school. It's something that you get it over time. Do you understand? Like you need to build that thing over time. It's not something that, okay, you got it because it's just inside of you. Yes, it's inside of you, but you need to grow it. And don't make the permanent decisions based on those temporary feelings. Don't make decisions because you're tired. Don't make decisions because everybody else is making the same thing. Don't make decisions because you got sick. Don't make decisions simply because, a bad situation happened at that moment. Do you understand? Think carefully. Think through it. Like build that resilience. Not only that thick skin, but also like a sharp mind. Do you understand? And that's my takeaway. Like it all falls back into discipline. Like, okay, all of us, all of us, we do get tired, but we choose not to show that to our members. We choose not to show that to our audience or even to our team members, you understand? But the feeling is there. The feeling is there. That temporary feeling is there. But we know, okay, let me, how can I put it? Let me rule over it. Let me put it like this. Let me put it aside, that temporary feeling, and push through. To understand, because that decision is a permanent decision that will build up my future. Yes, I'm focusing on the now, but I'm focusing on the now, planning ahead. I'm not relaxing because, okay, I feel like that. I feel like, okay, let me use Brandon as an example. I feel like smoking a joint and just to chill out. To understand, I need let me put the joint aside and focus on what I'm doing. Building, like I'm taking a permanent decision. I'm building my future based upon the situation that is happening now and not listening to my feelings. So that's pretty much my takeaway. We need to become emotionally resilient. That's my takeaway.
Wow. My takeaway. Okay, April 15th, 2020. Woke up this morning, beautiful pink skies. I don't know if you guys saw the beautiful pink skies outside. Did any of you notice that? No. Anyway.
No, mine is grey.
Well, this morning there was a period, I think it was at about 6:30 or 7:15, where the skies were like beautifully pink and quickly it became grey. Anyway, I woke up to this. And I also woke up realizing I'm not working hard enough. Although I am getting up, working entire day, I just feel that I'm not working hard enough. I just felt that I'm not getting enough done. I'm still wasting a lot of time. So I've been working basically the whole day for days, right? I've neglected some things. I'm like, number one, I've neglected my daughter's homeschooling, for instance, or just spending time with them. And I know my daughters understand this time that I'm going through. I mean, I've been working, thinking, reading, creating, writing, what should we be doing? I've been shooting at-home workouts. I've been following up with members. I've been doing my consults. I've been doing all of that. So I've actually just, then I get to a night and when I sit down and maybe I turn on the TV, then I switch off. And I shouldn't be doing that. I should actually be working more. I shouldn't be sleeping, in fact. And that's how I feel. So people might be looking at me on the outside, or normal people would say, geez, you're working very hard. But I feel I'm not working hard enough. I feel I should not be sleeping right now. I should be burning the candle at both ends right now. That's how I feel. And it's only because I feel I got this energy and I feel I must. I feel that I shouldn't leave shit for the next day. I feel like I should just get it done. So I can open up now. I can open up more time for myself later on because I'm working right now. But anyway, so here's my takeaway. Comes from the book Expert Secrets, and it's all about building culture, building a brand, building a model, building something that people actually follow and believe in, right? So what they say is building culture is building true believers. So we got our culture. We have people that will wear proudly the GSD t-shirt on the chest, right? I mean, you got Coach Nico who wears EFF bootcamp on his sleeve. We have members that wears proudly our EFF on their sleeve. They wear it on their chest. We have those members. We've developed that culture, And what this takeaway has taught me is that what we got is truly, truly powerful, because we built a culture. We've always focused on this culture. So we must get more people to identify with our movement right now, more than ever. Yes, we started our culture way back when, but right now we should be focusing on it even more. What will members wear proudly? We must ask ourselves this: what will members wear proudly on their sleeve? Something they can identify with, And I thought to myself, what is it that members already do? Because they say, as companies start, this is how they should be thinking. Get their culture going. But we've already got our culture. We already understand our culture. So the next question is, what do people wear proudly on their sleeve? What do they say? I get shit done. People would wear that. They're already wearing a sweater. GSD. I get shit done. People wear our culture. And they wear it with pride. Because we're plugged in our core values to remind our people, to remind ourselves. Remember, we do this, remind our team all the time. Because our culture first starts in our team. And once we build our culture and we all understand, we overflow, and it overflows into our members and into our products that people buy from and actually trust and believe. So our core values are there to remind them what it means to be part of our tribe, to be part of EFF Bootcamp, to be part of our culture. I mean, we write it on our walls. So we must build manifestos. We must build things, and I sent this to the creative team today on what people can save as their background for their phones and for their laptops. they must have EFF bootcamps cultures. EFF bootcamps, number one, get shit done with GSD. Okay? And this is our members as well. It's not just EFF bootcamp. This is what we do. This is what our members do. They get shit done, and that's why they get results. They take massive action. They play to win. They loyal to their goals, not just to us, like we loyal to them, but they also loyal to their goals. They make results happen. They define their own destiny. They create their own luck. They take no nonsense. They accept no excuses. And they change the world positively. I get shit done. That is us, right? That is us. That is our member. That is our loyal member. That is our loyal person. So there's those who will resonate with our cause, with our culture, and they will join us. They will rally our call. They will get together and rally our call, and we see this happening. They know who we are. They know why they should be involved with EFF Bootcamp and where we are going as people, as a team, as a brand. They know that. People who resonate will join us, will join our cause. Those who don't will be pushed away. Not so. We see it happening all the time, you know. And the book says, you know, we gaining so much momentum with people who trust us and believe in our culture, who follow our culture, who get shit done, who take massive action, who's positive. And then we get those people who are pushed away from us, you know, and we know who those are. I can mention names right now, but I won't. We know who those people are that's in our culture, but they fall away. They fall off like flies. You know, and then we're building our main following base, our true fans. That's what the book calls it, our true believers. So guys, we're doing something that's right. We're on the right path. Trust me, we're on the right path. We are truly building a culture, and it's not mainstream. It's not mainstream. It's not crazy as well. It's prolific culture that we're building, that we're gaining. We're gaining true fans, and we're getting rid of the other ones are just falling off. Those who don't believe in us, those who don't GSD, those who don't take massive action, those who don't produce positive outcomes for the world out there, you know. We get those negative people, but they fall off, and it's a good thing. Like when we come back, I'm going to already ask a few people not to come back into our locations. I'm already going to do that, so that we can start over, you know. Not start over, but
start fresh.
Start fresh. We don't have that because we want true believers. We don't want to force anyone to believe in us. This is our culture. This is who we are. This is who EFF Bootcamp is. So they say there are 4 core things we use to create our future base cause at EFF Bootcamp. Okay, there are 4 core things. Where can our people place their hope and their faith? Help them break their own misbeliefs and what's possible for them, you know? And they give an example of Roger Bannister, the guy that broke the 4-minute mile. And that's what we do. After he broke that 4-minute mile, which no one thought was possible, that could be beaten. I'm sure you guys know this story. Many more people started breaking that record after that. And that's what we do. That's what we're doing right now. We're showing people how people are getting results now in quarantine. At home, using at-home workouts. People are getting results. We're going to see that. And now it opens up. Hey, if that guy can do it, if she can do it, I can do it as well. We are helping them break their own misbeliefs on what's possible. That's what we do. That's number 2. We let them self-identify. They self-identify with our culture, with our brand, with our manifestos, and they see themselves part of it. And number 4, we create a title of liberty. Now let me explain. This means where they know and understand our movement. They take a stand. They know why we are different as a team, as Team EFF Bootcamp. They know why. And people are seeing it now. They're commenting about it now. And they will know why they are different. And they will know who we are. So we've got an opportunity here. We cast a vision. We create hope. We give people the faith they need to move forward and make a change. That's who we are. That's our culture. You know? So guys, we're really developing something great here. We are. We've started it a long time ago. You know? That's why we're not on the back foot as a fitness company. As a company, as a small business, we're not on the back foot right now. You know? Although I'm not saying it's all rosy and perfect. I mean, we're still trying to cushion ourselves, but we're developing, you know? We open our minds up to see, geez, what we actually have and what many others don't have. Because they didn't build cultures, because they didn't believe in themselves, because they weren't true to their word, because they want to go mainstream, they want to be like everyone else. We're different and we don't care. We're different. And people understand that about us. You know, we want to serve, we want to give positivity to the world, we want to give results, we want to make results happen. And people's going to see that, people's already seen that, and those that don't, so what? They fall off, you know? But we're creating such a big movement, we're creating such a big following, true fans, and we're going to serve people, and people's going to see that about us. We must, like Coach said, you know, the indoctrination part is very important. But it's indoctrinating people into our culture. It's not that we want to be a cult. We got our own culture. And people thrive within our culture. We thrive within our culture as a team. We're true to our values, to our manifestos. We're true to it. You know, we wear it on our sleeves, we get shit done, we're loyal, we make results happen, we get shit done. You know, that is us, we play to win. You know? So that's my takeaway, guys.
Awesome, we have less than a minute, by the way, on the video. It's about to go off.
That's it. I'm done. And guys, have an awesome day. Chat to you later. We got lots of work to do.
You too.
Chat a bit later. Keep thinking, keep helping, help me. And yeah, we'll see you later.